Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. It's me, Cam from Camscom, and welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video. And today I'll be talking about Aubameyang, the Leeds game, Fofana, all things Chelsea. So without further ado, if you're new, I'm Cam from Camscom, but I do daily Chelsea transfer news videos. 80% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you get that down, that'd be great. 550 subs very soon, hopefully. But without further ado, let's go on the first story. I'm going to start with Nizar Kinsella, who writes for the Standard Sport, who kind of sets this video up by saying Chelsea aim to beat deadline with triple signing after Leeds debacle as transfer spend could reach record £300 million. Now the triple signing that we're thinking of making is Aubameyang, Fofana and Gordon. However, Gordon could be swapped with a numerous number of players, Fofana and Pedro Neto hopefully, which I'll be talking about later. However, this shows Todd Bowley's excitement to spend £300 million off the bat in the first season to really help us. We're in a transitional period, which I seem to forget. I thought, yeah, we could push for the title because I was really excited by the way we played against Tottenham. However, we got humbled by Leeds, let's just say that, but I'll be talking about that later. We need these players. Will any of them actually help what went wrong yesterday? Apart from Fofana, probably not. I think it's more the midfield that needed helping, which is why Frankie de Jong was so important. But I'll be talking about him in more videos to come. On to the next story. Yeah, and carrying on from Nizar Kinsella, he said Chelsea are pushing to take their summer spending to £300 million after lodging a bid for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Yeah, the Aubameyang deal looks like it's going to be moving forward. Of course, I'm going to go to Fabrizio Romano again, who carries on by saying talks are ongoing over the signing of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Chelsea. Barcelona prefer cash, with Marcos Alonso not currently part of the deal. Now, yeah, that's important as well because we could use Alonso as leverage in the deal, maybe help with a swap, but we know Barcelona's situation right now, they would much rather cash. Watched them play yesterday. Yeah, they look a lot better than us, and we're giving them players. Anyway, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, of course, I've said this many times before, Barcelona are not going to budge on the €30 million price tag they put on him. We're not going to budge on the £15 million bid we've put, so it's a matter of whoever wins before transfer deadline day. I want another Barcelona player, but you know, we could only dream. From the future here, of course, every time I finish recording, I'll go on Twitter to see if anything groundbreaking has happened. And yeah, there's been reports from Ben Jacobs about the Fofana deal, which I'm going to whiz through now. He has said Leicester are now prepared to sell Wesley Fofana. The club's stance has softened after a series of meetings between Brendan Rodgers and Fofana. Chelsea's third offer not expected to be £85 million. There's a real feeling a bit shy of £18 million with a preferential structure could be accepted. So yes, I was talking about how the stance from Brendan Rodgers has done a complete U-turn from saying he's not for sale to saying we have to sell him because he doesn't want to play and he wants to leave. He carries on by saying the sources have always said it will take a world record fee for a defender, but still told CFC trying for under £80 million first. Chelsea also want a verbal agreement for direct talks rather than making a blind formal offer. This speeds up negotiations. Fofana sees Chelsea as a dream move and Leicester feel if they can keep him he may remain distracted beyond the window. A move is not yet a given since Leicester are a tough negotiators and are always assessing replacements, but CFC optimistic they can make progress before the weekend. So lots to unpack of course here. This really shows the importance of player power in the modern game and personal terms being agreed. You can force your way out of any club. We've seen this throughout numerous windows. The main part of this deal was in fact Wesley Fofana, not the money, because Leicester are tough negotiators. They got £80 million for Maguire, let's not forget. But all the blame has to be put on, not the blame, but the perks have to be put on Wesley Fofana, who, being left out, sulking, not being want to play the team, has really pushed this deal. And right now I'm feeling more confident we could sign him before we play him against Saturday. Hopefully we can get some little training sessions in before then. Anyway, go back to the present. I've talked about enough ingoings, let's be talking about outgoings with another left back who looks like he's been leaving from Fabrizio Romano. Has said West Ham want to complete Emerson deal this week after agreement reached with Chelsea on Friday, around £13 million plus £2 million add-ons. There are details now discussed on player side. It's the final step before the deal done after talks resumed last week. So yeah, getting £15 million from our backup left back isn't very bad. On top of the £10 million we're probably going to be getting from Marcos Alonso. That kind of gets the eye-watering price we paid for Cucurella down, but not as much as I liked. It's good Todd Bowley is actually getting rid of them rather than loaning them out. We don't want them on the wage bill. This is what I liked about Todd Bowley this season, just getting rid of the players we don't need. On to more outgoings. Pulisic, been told that it's likely that he will stay at Chelsea. No swap deals planned at the stage. No offer from Man United on the table. They will go for Antony. So yeah, Manchester United's focus on Brazilian winger Antony for Ajax is probably scuppered there. Talks with Pulisic. Of course, I didn't think the Pulisic deal was going to happen, but if it did, it would mean that Maguire could come this way. So it's probably for the best that none of this happens. And finally, before I end, I'll be talking about the Leeds Chelsea game. I'll be dropping a podcast where I go more into depth with the game, but just to sum it up in less than 60 seconds, we weren't at the races. Of course, the first 2 goals shouldn't have been a goal, but they deserve to win. Probably a 0-0, in my opinion, would have been the best case scenario, but let's not forget that Jack Harrison goal. The third one was a great work. First goal, Mendy had a howler. Kepa coming back. I don't know why he's playing with his feet. That is his least best attribute, and he's mucking around with the ball. Second one wasn't a free kick, and after that we lost our heads. I don't want to see Gallagher, Jorginho midfield ever again. That's just not Chelsea standard. Of course, yeah, we can blame it on our midfield for being injured, but yeah, if you didn't think we needed Frankie de Jong before the game, you definitely do now. Loftus-Cheek, right wing back. No, well, the thing is, no one played as well as they did against Tottenham. I would have thought they had more fight. The eye-watering stat was that Leeds ran 10 kilometres more than us as a team, which showed they wanted more. Don't forget that Leeds-Chelsea is a big derby going back to the 1970s, so I would have thought the players tried a bit more, but it's just embarrassing. Hopefully we can roll on to Leicester, who, are in a bit of a shambles, so hopefully we can win that. But of course, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be dropping a podcast later today, so stay tuned. But without further ado, see you tomorrow.